Thank you very much, colleague from the mining sector, Director for my initiative, colleagues from the Best Titanium, colleagues from Ministry, colleagues from the UMA Initiative stakeholder group, Mr. Hamis, our manager for the municipality of Diani, all the communities that work with, committees and committees that work with the Vegetarian in everyday endeavors. And ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum. Good morning, everybody. First of all, allow me to just say that I'm here and I'm privileged to be with colleagues from my state department. One has already spoken and introduced herself, Jacinta Nzioka, as the CEO of the National Commission Bureau. But we have a bigger team too. Dr. Kezia is our Deputy Director at the Ministry. And she will also introduce Delhi, but we also have the CEO of the Tourism Research Institute, David Gitonga. He's all the research and data and information that informs decision. David is in charge of that. I think we also have colleagues from the Tali College, probably at the exhibition stand. We also have the Tourism Authority. You'll find them at the exhibition stand. There's also from the Kenya Tourism Board. Is TRA here? Yes, TRA, those are from the TRA, that is the regulator for the industry. We have TF, Tourism Fund. Wonderful. Those ones are the ones who collect levy from hospitality establishment. TRA, they are outside, I believe. Oh, TRA is one, yeah, TRA is already here, sorry. KUC, there's a Kenya Tali College. Yeah, there's Madam from the Kenya Tali College. Who else is here? Sorry, so that I may not.
Sophie. KTB.
Kenya Tourism Board, there, yeah, Kenya Tourism Board, they're the ones who market us over the destination. Is anyone else? Sophie. Where is she? Good. You know, when you wear this mask and you dress the way you are, I forget you. You look so different from the way you look in Nairobi. You told me you go nafikiria ni mzee wa kaya. But, ladies and gentlemen, it's really a real pleasure to be with you here today. And I know it has been a journey and a labor of love. Pius, it's not only you who was amazed by Ali. I met Ali when I was still in the county government, and he would come to the office, and he would come with very many ideas. And he would, if you give him an opportunity, he can speak the whole day. And he would come and this idea, this idea, that idea, this idea, that. And for me, I was amazed because every time he comes, we ask him, okay, how many of the ideas that we discussed last time have come to fruition? Bible, Lakini, we are soldiering on. And I'm looking at him and saying, well, yeah. But now see, our year rate has become our wow moment. This is our wow moment because it's a journey that was worth traveling. And the people who worked with you, I'm sure they're very proud of yourself, of you, and I'm sure you're also proud of yourself. So I'm really very honored to be here today. This is an annual conference that I am truly grateful to be part of. It's the first time, I think, and if I engage with you on such a conference, I never possible knew what it was. Now it's when I know what the Madini Mazingira conference is all about. So I've had earlier interactions with yourselves on my initiative group, where we shared your vision for the people of Kwale, because your passion and your drive is about community engagement and people of Kwale, how they can engage with multinationals like Mediterranean, particularly matters that matter to them as a community. And I'm proud to be part of this great initiative as we continue to learn more in this conference. I know each of you and the organizations will find a fitting place and an area of interest to pursue with the UMA. And as UIG, I know you've gone through a journey, as I said from the beginning, and this journey is now unfolding into pleasant results. And a lot has gone into the organization of this conference, and everybody who has in one way or the other contributed to the organization, to the, even to the conceptualization, your own participation and being present here. I want to commend each one of you. For the tourism sector, I am here with many of my stakeholders. I've introduced them, CEOs and my staff who support us in making Kenya the preferred destination for tourism and for business travel. And we want to support this initiative and learn how communities, like has been demonstrated by the Kwale community, are empowered by multilateral companies like the Best Titanium Limited to benefit livelihoods. Yesterday we were celebrating the World Wildlife Day, and essentially the theme was forests and livelihoods, sustaining people and planet. And I can see the direct linkage with what we are doing today and the aspiration of the UIG and Vegetarian Partnership. So BTL has been a supporter of community development and has already made successes with the vulnerable groups in Kwale County. They will, I'm sure, we've been promised that they'll be able to talk about themselves and how they can continue to do that in the remaining time they're here with us, because extractives are finite. They expire. They have an end. But our aspirations are infinite. And therefore we'll be able to hear more, even as titanium, as the deposits of titanium are diminishing. We want to see that converted into a more empowered community because of the investment and because of the time that BTL has here with us. So as the Minister of Tourism and Wildlife, we would like to see how we can be part of the development of the tourism site at the Titanium Limited Mine, because that is our business. Various ideas have come up and will be explored, including the Mukurumuzi ecosystem camp and adventures. And the idea that is very innovative. It's an idea that I'm sure if it comes to fruition, it will change the entire landscape of the offering that Kwale County and Diani as a destination has to offer matters tourism. It will also be very beneficial if the technical chief of the ministry, and that's the Ministry of Tourism and Wildlife, and the SAGAs visit the site, and they have already discussed this with Ali, that we have to be compliant on matters of COVID for us to be able to visit the site, and that is a very good thing. In fact, I commend BTL for remaining vigilant on the matter of protocols, because we are working tirelessly as a destination to prove to the world that we mean business when we talk about COVID protocols. So actors like BTL, I want to commend you for remaining vigilant on matters of the protocols. Everybody should do that, because COVID is here with us, and it is our new normal. So we must learn how to live with it, but we cannot relax. When this site is developed, it will be an addition to the tourism products around Kwale that can drive numbers to this area, because we want to see more traffic coming to Kwale, and I commend those who have worked towards organizing this conference once again. So, during the pandemic period, which we still are in, there's need for different thinking, which will lead to different solutions. And I'm hoping that the ideas discussed here will lead us to become part of the solutions we are seeking for. Our solutions come in diversification. Our solutions come in wholesome experiences. Our solutions will come from synergies, building synergies and collaborations. Our solutions will come from how we can harness environment sustainably for livelihoods. And I'm glad that the youth of Kwale County have come together to become part of the solution of the many problems that we face currently as a county, but also as a country. And this initiative of Faraja Destination and the Tijara online market, I'm truly excited because it was in, I think it was in November thereabout, November or October, when we launched these officially. And it was a very difficult time that time because it was a time when COVID was at its highest. It was November or October? It was November. Okay. I think I just recovered from COVID. Yeah. And it was a very difficult time because it was a time when there was everywhere there's dull and doom. Then Tijara online platform and market destination just became the sunshine, you know. And so these initiatives, apart from empowerment, they will serve to draw the community closer and become more integrated. And as the Minister of Tourism and Wildlife, we have during this COVID-19 period made some important contributions to help the industry of tourism to stay afloat. We have we rolled out an economic stimulus plan, and yesterday we managed to award our first beneficiaries. Here in the coast, we managed to give out 350 million yesterday. We opened up the window of applications for the coast destination, that is the Taita Taveta all the way to Lamu and all the way to Kwale for the second time, and that lapsed yesterday on the 3rd of March. We opened it on 2nd of February. The 3rd of March is a 1-month application window. So we anticipate a second phase to support our businesses in the tourism industry. So yesterday we gave the 350 million, and this is out of the 2.2 billion that was given out by the government towards recovery of the tourism sector. And we are also currently developing a tourism recovery strategy, which is being led by Bitonga, David. And this is aimed at helping us make better decisions during emergencies. We've had emergencies before. We had terrorism. We had that led to advisories. But then COVID came and it became a global pandemic and a global emergency. And we were caught unaware. And now is the time for us to be able to be better prepared. And that's why we are having the tourism recovery strategy, which is a long-term overview of how to react when emergencies strike. And also we are reviewing the tourism policy. Our policy is a very old document, really. It's a 1960-something document. We did a little surgery to it in 2010. It didn't really cure the challenges that this industry is facing. So we are now at the tail end of concluding our tourism policy, and I know some of you have been part and parcel of the discussions and consultations in doing that. So as I said, the Department of Tourism will support you, and I mean you, all of you collectively, UIG, BTL, the communities that work with BTL as committees, and everybody of goodwill. And we want to offer you for free technical assistance, for free link you up with experts and development partners, and for free become your friend. We look forward to actualizing this. So I want to acknowledge the role that UIG and BTL you are playing in this county, because this is my home county. So for me, I pride myself to see that there are people who come here with no hidden agenda other than just to, of course, to do economic activities, but that empower and alleviate poverty in communities. So at the policy level, we are committed to creating enabling laws and regulations, and after the policy is done, the next will be to amend the law, because then the law brings to life the policy, and that will guide the sector and empower the youth and other vulnerable groups. And the sector of tourism remains open to the private sector in respect to any presentation that we would like to make to improve tourism, investment, and trade. And we have a very strong, we are trying to build a strong private sector constituency in tourism. We have the Kenya Tourism Federation, which is the umbrella board of all actors in the private sector on the ecosystem and value chain of tourism. So tour operators, travel agents, conservancies, of course hotels and caterers, restaurants and entertainment joints, all these and the entire adventure, guys who deal with adventure, culture, etc. We have an ecosystem in the private sector that supports that, and we want to work with them to make them strong and that they can influence policy and influence action in matters tourism. So once again, allow me to thank you for the good work that you've done so far, and Ali, I must say this to you individually first and then collectively to the UIG. And this is the first step of a long journey ahead, and together we shall succeed. And every idea is a good idea until a better one comes up. And currently, this is a good idea. So I don't know that a better will come up, but until then, let's make this work. Thank you very much, and God bless you.